Is doing good. I'm trying to still figure out stuff. No, no, quit. I was trying to get my theme song to play, and I don't know why it's not. I hadn't got a live in this week, so I was trying to get in one. I don't know how to hold my camera. It's going in different directions. Y'all I just got to bear with me till I learn how to do all this stuff. I had it playing my song the other day and now it won't. So I'm gonna turn y'all around. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, okay, we're gonna go out here. I see somebody's joined us. Welcome. I'm gonna take y'all out here while I feed the babies. Yep, I knew she'd do it. And Ups can get past you in a heartbeat. And she just did it. She come running out here because she thinks she could get somebody's food. And if it's anywhere close to the pen, where she can stick her foot in, guarantee you she'll get it. We got Buddy and Daisy. Buddy's the Chihuahua. Daisy's the Lab. And Dovey may come in to board tonight. Yeah, Dudley May came and spend the night. And then here's four of my other kids. This is the nursing home kids. That's Pastor on the left. Fiona's in the middle. Phoebe. And then Promise is over there. So let me. Oopsie, what are you doing out here? You know that you're not getting nobody else's food. Don't you know that? Come on up. So let's go back in. I hope everybody's having a good day. Uh, like I said, just spur of the moment, decided to go live. And I wanted to show y'all cost a lot. Come on up. Ups. Well, she gonna do it without me getting the dog treat out. So come on in the chat. Cost a lot. Got a new apartment today. This is his third upgrade. And him was 4 weeks old yesterday. And No's still not sure of the new arrangement and the other dog's getting close. But I wonder how you zoom on this. Let's see if I'll mess stuff up by better not be pushing buttons. Can y'all see him? He cost a lot. He says, I'm gonna have to run around the block a few times to work off this milk belly. Yeah, him's got a milk belly. He's, he's been the only one. Are you gonna talk to us, Cost a lot? Tell us something. You wanna tell us something? Oh no, no, they're not gonna get your boy. She's been such a good mama. Oh, he's gonna talk. You're live, boy. Welcome, Brunson. Thank you for joining. Just decided to go live. I know some other big streamers will be on here in a little bit. And I've been missing you guys. And I just wanted to show y'all what a 4 week old milk addicted boy looks like. In my world, we'd say he's corn fed, but he's a cutie. I can't wait another. Well, this is already personality coming out at 4 weeks. It will be amazing how he's acting in a couple of more weeks. They get cuter by the day. Whoop, you falled it over. He's one of them. I fallen and I can't get up. He's a pretty boy and a good mama. Yeah, No's been a good mama. But since I changed their pen this morning, she's been very protective. Like that right there. They're not bothering nothing, no. They're not even looking at your boy. 4 weeks old with a milk belly. Absolutely, Brunson. I think he's gonna have to get up to about 6 weeks before he walks real good. He's such a roly poly. Bet's always told me if you can lay a plate on their back and it doesn't fall off, they're overweight. And I believe a plate would sit on this one's back. Is Mama talking to you? Is Mama talking to that boy? Yeah, Mama loves that boy. He said, give me another week and I'll be chasing everybody. Huh? That little tail wagging. Yeah, he's a good boy. These others are going to get in trouble if they get too close. Oops. Let me see if I can do this right. So, what's going on? Anybody know anything new? I hadn't been on this week. I've had a lot going on, a couple of doctor's appointments, and I'm excited because I'll leave this Thursday going to dog shows in Longview, Texas, and I'll get to see my Chihuahua buddies. It's always fun. Uh, win or lose, we have a good time. Just there's 5 of us that hang together, and I call them my Chihuahua family, and they are good folks. And I'm excited. I hadn't been to a show in a couple of months, so I've been having dog show withdrawals. So I am very excited to get to go. And then on the 3rd of August, which will be about what, 2 weeks from tomorrow or 3? I mean, Monday. Um, I don't remember it. August 3rd, however far we are. This is like July 16th. So we're getting within a couple, 3 weeks. But I go on to Monday to have my surgery to remove the spotted cancer on my right lung. And I am ready to get it over with. Um, I, I'm not looking forward because they've told me it's going to be very painful. But praise God, I don't have to have any kind of treatments afterwards, and it'll just be the recovery time. The doctor told me I'd be cussing him for the first 3 weeks because of the pain involved, and he assured me he had the meds to combat that. So I hope I'm not laying there with dying and they don't help me. Brunson said, so chill, but the zoomies are coming. The smoke has finally cleared here in the north. Oh, yeah, I've been seeing that on the news. That's just horrible. And you think about how bad it must be in Canada because, if smoke is coming that far down and affecting the air quality that they were showing on the news, even down to Chicago. And uh, that's quite a ways for smoke to go, but um, I hope everybody stays safe and um, hopefully the weather. I mean, the weather's been crazy. Uh, we we've had a couple of pretty good storms come through and a lot of rain, but been praying for my Texas friends. The area that flooded last year, I'm sure y'all know, seen on the news, it's flooded again, and it's just heartbreaking, And they said it was 1,000 year flood and 2 years in a row. So that to me ain't much of a 1,000 year flood, but I appreciate that, Brunson. I'm ready to get the healing part going. It's like couple of months of finally getting a date, and that made me a lot better, not having to wait on a date. And so now I'm just trying to get the day here, but I am planning on a fun weekend. I got Cotton entered and believe so far as a puppy, she has not liked the dog show things. She's not crazy about standing over a table on a table and letting a stranger come touch her all over and look at her teeth. She looks at me like, what on earth is this person doing? But anyway, that we haven't been in a couple of months. So, and puppies change. She'll be a year old in September. So, who knows? We might get there and her attitude is like, oh, this is fun. Let's do it. So, Brunson said, I'm over 100 miles from the fires and still couldn't see across the street for past 3 days. Oh, wow. Yeah. And that it's bad, especially if you have any kind of breathing issues, asthma, respiratory stuff. But, from what I've seen, even if you're completely healthy, this was a um, dangerous smoke that people didn't need to be breathing it in. Like I said, I pray for the people going through it. I mean, it's one thing for the forest, and if somebody owns a timber and all that, that's sickening feeling losing your timber. But it's even worse losing your home and God forbid lives. So, and just like this, all the rain in Texas, these are areas that never dreamed to see flooding like that. And watching cars get washed away and whole roads washed away, man, that's some scary stuff. Well, we've been doing pretty good around here. I'm trying to figure out, my dogs sleep with me, and I have a king size bed and seven chihuahuas in the bed with me. And I'm like, I don't know how that'll work. One, I wanted to take a couple with me to the hospital, but I figured uh, that wouldn't work. I don't, most of them wouldn't let somebody come check on me in the bed. They think that's their protection zone, which is kind of funny. But I got to thinking about, my side is probably going to be real sore for a few days and probably not going to be able to have chihuahuas walking on me, which, it just tickles me in a king size bed. And those dogs are touching me, and I'll be like pushing them over, trying to roll over or something. And I'm like, y'all got a whole rest of the bed, move over. But oh no, they got to be touching me. And now goodness is going to want up here. I'll show y'all pitiful speak is her way of speaking is not the average way. Well, she got something else on her mind. Took off. First day without your oxygen tank. Oh, bless your heart. I had asthma as a child pretty bad, and there's no worse feeling than not being able to get your air. And Are you going to join this, Miss Chris? Cotton was wanting to join us. Come on, you can join. Yeah, we're just talking to our YouTube friends. Let me see if I can get this where they can catch you. She's Cotton, Cotton Marie. All my dogs are, their middle name's Marie. I don't know why, but that's just always been my thing. Whatever their name is, their middle name's Marie. So, um, and Cotton is the one I'll be showing this next weekend. Um, and we ready to go to a show. So it's just been too long. And now Bandy's got to come in and get in on the conversation. And Bandy go. Well, they just got supper early, so they're pretty proud. They're on a time clock of every day at 5 o'clock. So they got fed at a little after 4 today. So they are happy campers. Brunson said, yeah, stretching and bending for the pups will be off the menu for a couple of days for sure. Yeah. And like I said, it just, when you got something like that coming up, it makes you start thinking about things, and I was like, one, I sleep with a heating pad on my neck all the time. And I just, if the electricity goes out or something and I don't have my heating pad, I typically can't sleep. Well, they went and found something to bark at. But so I got my heating pad ready to go. And, if they say that's against policy, well, it'll just have to get plugged in when they're not looking. So, but it does make you start thinking about things that, and I do hope the pain won't be as much when the doctors start talking about they will take my lung out and deflate it. So, and I'll be on some kind of machine. And he got it. I was like, TMI, TMI. That's too much. I don't want to hear that. You just do your thing and get the spot, and I'll be a happy camper. So, what did y'all go find the bark at? There's nothing down there, nobody down there. No, no, you left your boy. He's over by himself. Now you want up here to do a video. Yeah, you can't make up your mind. No, well, she still can't make up her mind. No, there's nothing over here to eat. Y'all done had supper. Oh, they are pretty calm for chihuahuas. I mean, they have their moments. Uh, I say no, no, no. Nobody sneaks up on me for sure. Um, and we got a buzzer thing out front when my customers drive up. That buzzer's supposed to let me know. And sometimes, well, it's solar, so if it's cloudy or something, a lot of times it don't work if it's cloudy. But one thing that always works is these chihuahuas. I mean, they know something way before I do. And where are they barking at? I don't know. Are they just going to find something to bark at? Where are you at, Brunson? I don't remember. What part of the country are you in? I was some of this stuff is hard to. We all have those moments, haha, for sure, for sure. Um, what part of the country you in? I don't remember. You're 100 miles from the fire. Let's see. May, well, I know New York was having all the smoke, and I saw it as far south as uh, Chicago. Oh, you're in Canada, Port Dover, Ontario, Canada, on Lake Erie. Wow, bet it's beautiful. I've I've never got to travel that direction, and uh, I have met several friends that will be at the Chihuahua Nationals. That we have a lot of Canadian Chihuahua people, and I got to meet a lady last year. I knew I shouldn't think of the story because I can't remember what her sister's name is, but her sister had a really big hit song, and everybody know it. If I could think of it, I'm gonna have to go and look that information up so I can tell the whole story. But it was just so cool. I mean, just sitting outside talking Chihuahuas, and then it comes up. Oh yeah, my sister. She was singing. That was the thing that, and she had a beautiful voice. And I commented, and that's when she said, "Well, my sister's so and so, and she did this song. I think it was from the late 70s, early 80s. So boomers would definitely know the song, but um, it was just really cool, just coincidence meeting somebody like that. You're about as far south as can be and still be in Canada. I'm really originally from West by God, Virginia. Oh, cool. That's beautiful area too. I've never been to. I want to go to North and South Carolina. There's some really big dog shows there that I'd like to get to go to, but uh, typically, if it's more than uh, 5 hours, is pretty much my drive. And Kelsey will get up and say something to everybody. Kelsey, go talk to them. Mm. She is so funny. When I point a camera at her, she will turn around, and it just drives me crazy because if I'm doing a video, pretty much Kelsey sees that phone in my hand, she'll turn backwards, just like she did just then. But well, I didn't want to keep y'all long. I just wanted to hop on and kind of give an update. See, we got 5 folks. Well, hey, Happy, welcome. I just did a quick pop on in here to say hi to everybody. I didn't get to do my lives this week, so I didn't want y'all to forget about me. And I knew that some of the other big streamers were either just ending their streams or have them upcoming. So I thought, well, I'll hop on here and say hi to everybody. And Kelsey wanted to say hi to everybody. Yeah, if she sees the phone, she'll turn the opposite way because she's just rotten. She thinks she's the princess of and diva of this house, and she'll start something and then act like she didn't have nothing to do with it, and I know better. It's always funny. Um, but I hope everybody's doing good and dealing with the heat. Tell you what, that's been something. We've had heat just around 100 all the time the last week or so. We did have rain that cooled off a couple of days this past week, but whew, and the daycare babies at study. I'm gonna try to get a video doing it, but y'all know I got me a e-bike, 3-wheel e-bike, and it's been so hot. I hadn't even rode it outside, but I shut the dogs up about 11 a.m. because it's getting, too hot for them to be outside running around. And I got to riding the e-bike around them and going, wee, wee. And it's like, these dogs think I'm crazy, but I was entertaining them and they was having fun, even though they were having to, uh, stay inside. They know they're going to be entertained if the doggy door's open or shut. So, yeah, Brunson, I've been trying to do Mondays and Wednesdays, do a live, but uh, if Megan's on during the day, it's, hard and just everything else. I mean, I know I can't compete with Megan and not trying to, but there are a lot of friends that I have met from Megan's chat and Tug, and so it. But this past week, with a couple of doctor's appointments and uh, running late, that kind of deal. So that's why I was on here today. So I just tried to say hey to everybody and give everybody an update of what's going on around the wagon tails. We have just trying to stay cool is the main thing. uh, I think I've got uh, 4 boarding dogs this weekend. Uh, last couple of weeks we've had 10 to 15. Um, just people are starting to travel again like they did before the pandemic, which is awesome. I mean, boarding has not been that great uh, in 5 years, or 6 years. And really, I told somebody the other day that it was getting almost back to pre pandemic, where people would go for a week or two on vacation. And during COVID, all that stopped, and it really took a while to get people, you know, doing that again. And like Buddy and Daisy's out there and their kitty cat, and they were here for about 10 or 12 days, so that's good for the kennel. And I love taking care of everybody's babies for them. That's been one of the concerns with my surgery coming up. Darla and I are going to do our best to, uh, you know, I'm sure the week of the 3rd will probably depend on how many days I have to stay in the hospital. The doctor said 3 to 5 days. So, um, but, with my daycare customers, most of them can do self serve. They know where to put their dogs, who their dogs' friends are, and everybody gets tickled when I say they have a key. And there's probably 30 or 40 people in Camden that have a key to Wagon Tails, but if it works, it works. And, um, I've done that for years. I was doing a radio interview a few years back, and the lady asked me something, and I said, "Well, I just give them a key. If they got to be at work at 5 in the morning or whatever, I'm not getting up at 5." So it was real funny because I shocked her by saying, "I just give my customers a key to my business." But, that's one of the benefits when you live in a small town. Brunson says, I blame JJ Bean for finding you. Just remember that everyone was small streamer when they first started out. I started TV and radio over 30 years ago. Cool, cool. Yes, and I, I wanted to do this for 2 or 3 years, and I had a little building down at the back, and I bought me some this equipment and that equipment, but I just could never start it. And so December 3rd, I had 33 subscribers, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the first step. And it's just been amazing because of watching the other streamers, Tug and Megan and uh, JJ Bean, and all of them, Rogue and Star. I love their dogs, and it's just been great people that I've met, and then you feel like you become friends, because everybody kind of keeps up with everybody. And I've heard Jeremy say several times that the Hells community is one of a kind, and I believe that. Because that's how I found everybody else. Is I'd been watching Jeremy videos, gosh, way back, to the coin pusher days and that kind of stuff. Hey, Jenny, welcome. Glad you found me. I just did this real quick, got on here, and uh, a band ago, I can't talk. Would you licking me? Say, I am very affectionate, and if you quit touching me, I say I'm petting her, and when I quit, I'm gonna go straight to giving me kisses. Just make me want to start petting her again. All my kids are rotten, and that's the way I like it. Way they should be. Kelsey's seeing if she sees something else she needs to go find. Well, I appreciate y'all jumping in. Did a notification go out? I'm still learning Restream and doing it on my phone, and I'm not 100% happy with it yet. Like I couldn't get the theme song to play a while ago, and there's just little things that I have to figure out. And if I get to pushing buttons, then usually I get in trouble because I done mess something up. Healthy. If you want down, just tell me. You don't have to scratch on my foot. Do you want back down? Got that tongue stuck out. She she's scratching. See how she'll turn away when I start filming. Now no nose won't up here. Yeah, this scratching my leg stuff needs to quit. No no says I'm getting freedom from motherhood. So my boy's 4 weeks old, and I'm not gonna have to be the strict mama she's been for 4 weeks. She's starting to let go a little bit. She's even coming to get in the bed. She'll leave him for a few minutes. Uh, Rick Reed, welcome. Welcome. Burton said you got a notification. Cool. Um, all right, Jeannie, I appreciate that. Well, like I said, I am trying to learn Restream and what to do. And the other day, I wanted to, play the Something to Bark About song that Paul Voss did for me. And I've tried and tried, and it wouldn't play on my phone. And just right before I went live, it started playing. And I'm like, I don't understand, but hey. Well, I'm going to end this before we get into the other ones that are going to show up here in a minute. But we're going to end it with another shot of, oops, wrong button. Another shot of the boy. Keep the phone here right. And No wants to make sure we don't miss No. But he coughed a lot. And he says, I am fat off the milk. You can put a plate on his back, and it definitely wouldn't fall off. And him starting to whine and bark a little. Oh, I think he's so hungry, Mama, that he really needs the milk bar. I mean, you want to show him his face? What's the barking? You hear the barking? Huh? What is him talking about? Well, I appreciate y'all, and I hope to go live at the dog show uh this weekend. Yes, he is definitely chubby. He's going to have to get up to 6, 7 weeks old before he can walk really good because he's so fat. And that's nothing but the milk bar. And being the only one, he didn't have no brothers or sisters to compete with. Anyway, well, guys, I appreciate y'all. And like I said, I will do my best to we'll go live at the dog show in Longview and hopefully get to show y'all some cool stuff and cool people. But y'all have a great rest of your day, rest of your weekend. And remember, there's always something to bark about. Love y'all. Take care.